See how hard the cat works all day long. Oh, look how hard she's working. Well, Mia, I sure am glad you're helping me with this math. Are you ready to do some mixed numbers? Hey, you want a cap to chew on? Here we go. Woo-hoo. Woo. Go get him, kitty. Yeah, don't be too rough on it. That's right. All right. Thank you, Mia. Let's do some mixed numbers today. Mixed numbers. It's the next step in adding and subtracting. What if we had 3/4 plus 2/4? Well, that's easy because we don't have to change the denominator. It's the same. I made it that way. Woohoo! So 3 plus 2 is 5. But now look, 5 is bigger than 4. You can't have that. That's improper, as we know. Very improper. So, this, as you remember from our other video, is a division problem in disguise. So we're going to uncloak it, reveal its disguise. So the 5 would be over here, the line would fall down and split in half there, and then you have the 4 here. Okay? So what is 5 divided by 4? Well, that would be 1. It goes in at least one time. Subtract that out and you have a remainder of 1. Well, you take that remainder and put it over the divisor there as your answer. So you have one whole number and a fraction left over. That's your mixed number. 1 is your whole number. The 4th is your fraction. And when you have them together as a set right there, that's called a mixed number. Now, if I had, say, 3/4 plus 1/4, obviously they're in fourths, so we keep them in fourths. 3 plus 1 is 4. Well, that is actually a whole number, the number 1. We know that because that looks like the number 1 on the number 4 setting. Number 1 by itself is a whole number. It is not mixed in any way. It's whole, it's pure. Okay? But if you have it with a leftover, a fraction, now, say 1/8, this is a mixed number. It's not pure anymore. It's more than just 1. It's like an 1/8 on top of it. Okay, so this is a mixed number. This is a whole number by itself. A fraction is just a fraction. If I had that all by itself, that's just a fraction. That is not a mixed number. I know there's a number up here and a number down there, but it's a fraction. So let's take a look again really quick. What's a mixed number? What's a fraction? What's a whole number? This would be a whole number. This would be a fraction by itself. If you put them together as like the answer to something, this would be a mixed number because it's got a whole number in it and it's got a fraction in it. It's mixed. Oh man. It's got a little one and a big one. All right, so let's do some things that are just so advanced it'll make you feel like a genius. Right, Mia? Let's add some mixed numbers. All right, I'm going to take 2.5 plus 1.5. Oh my goodness. Hold on to your chair. We're about ready to go to the next level. What you would do is you would add this column first, and if there's any whole numbers coming out of that, we would put them in the whole number column. So let's find out what this is when we add a 1/2 plus 1/2. 1/2 plus 1/2. Keep your same denomination down here and add the numerators, 2. Well, you do end up with a whole number. Look at that. That's the whole number 1, and there's no fraction left over. So, instead of putting an answer down here under the fraction column, we take that whole number and carry it into the whole number line. Okay? So now we have 2 plus 1, but we also have the 1 that came from this column. Don't put anything over here because there's no fraction in the fraction column. So now I can add the 1 plus 2 plus 1, which is 4. That's my answer. Well, let's find out if we add the fraction column And we actually do end up with a fraction or even a mixed number. Oh my goodness. If you need to pause the video and just let it sink in, then now's your chance. So what if we had 3 3/4 plus 2 2/4? Okay, well let's take our fractions first. The 3/4 plus the 2/4. We're taking this column right here and adding it first, because if we have any extra to carry over, we'll need to put that up here on the whole number column. Well, we're in fourths, so let's stay in fourths, okay? Now, 3 plus 2 is 5. Uh-oh. Is that proper? No, it's not. So let's make it proper. If we have the 5 divided by 4, which is the uncloaking of the fraction, we end up with 1 1/4. So our answer from this column is 1 1/4. Well, we're going to take the 1 because it's a whole number and we're going to put it up there, but we're going to take the 1/4 and we're going to leave it down here where it goes because that's the fraction column. So the 1 1/4 is split. The 1 goes to the whole number column. The 4th stays in the fraction column. Now let's add the whole numbers. 1 plus 3 plus 2 would be 6. Your answer is going to be 6 1/4. Okay? That's how you would add mixed numbers. Woohoo!